What's going on now?
Last day of Sunday, working in the areas.
Okay.
So going and good, I get stuff around. Nice. How about yourself?
Down 11?
Yeah, it was needed, yeah, on Sunday.
Okay.
Normally I do the workshop. Shoot. That's the hard. That's those are your reading. You're thinking. I was going to. Oh, yeah. There's no record on you. But maybe what is it?
It looks like we're gonna have a seance.
Right, weird.
Sorry,
You're good.
we're still at work.
We're still at work.
Yes. Good stuff done. I had time. It's what? You too.
You going?
Yeah.
All right. All right, Parks and Recreation Commission, Town of Georgetown, regular scheduled meeting Thursday, May 4th, 2023, 6 P.M. Notice an agenda for regular meeting. Town hall will be open to the public for this meeting. There's an option to join virtually. If you'd like to leave a comment, please call 303-569-2555, extension 2, or email town clerk at townofgeorgetown.us. We will give you details regarding the meeting. Agenda. Call to order, roll call. Chairman Steve Calvin here. Vice Chairman Tom Paxton. Here. Members Beth Luther.
Here.
Daniel Owen.
Here.
Brady Scott. Anshel Baumberger.
Here.
Rob Connell. Agenda approval.
Kevin, can I bring up something about Rowan Park?
Sure.
Okay.
Want to ask something?
Yeah, I got a recommendation of something we could do at Orland Park to reduce the, the giant drain pan there at the entry of the delegates, so I just wanted to share that.
Okay.
See if we have time or interest.
And I'd like to add, make an amendment and add, discussion of a porta potty over at the tennis court.
I heard about that. Too.
Yep. Oh. Looking to approve the agenda,
Motion, go ahead.
Agreed.
second,
Second,
agenda approved. Minutes approval, March 2nd, 2023.
I'll move to approve the minutes of March 2nd, 2023 as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Audience business, members of the audience will have 5 minutes to present any matter of concern to the commission. No official action may be taken at this time. Anyone?
I am Kevin Kuharik, live at 901 Rose Street here in Georgetown, Colorado. I'm the chairman of Business Promotion Commission, and I've been asked by that commission to make a statement regarding the potential removal or alteration of the Georgetown Mining Monument in Strauss Park.
Okay,
And so I have a little bit of information I'll pass out, and I'll make my statement as you look through these. The name of the monument is Georgetown Mining Region, and it's one of a set of at least 7 bronze and stone monuments commemorating sites of historical importance located throughout the state of Colorado and funded by the Mrs. J. N. Hall Foundation with the assistance of community groups and others. The set includes Arapahoe City, honoring the pioneer placer mining camp and the earliest town in Jefferson County. Fort Lupton, honoring a rendezvous of fur traders. Gregory Diggings, honoring Colorado's first gold lode. Georgetown Mining Region, honoring the Griffith and Belmont lodes. John C. Fremont, honoring Fremont's attempt to cross the Rocky Mountains. The Mormon Battalion, honoring the first white children born in Colorado. Mormon Pioneers, honoring Mormon settlers. All the bronze plaques identify the tablets as being owned by the state of Colorado, which should be informed about any activities involving the alteration, dismantling, or removal of Georgetown Mining District. I recommend contacting History Colorado and the State Historic Preservation Office, or SHPO, for guidance. In addition, it seems appropriate to involve the Georgetown Library Association in the fate of this monument, since that group played a role in its creation back in 1935. Lastly, I also believe it is critical to protect the original design of the monument. As you will note, all the structures sponsored by Mrs. J. N. Hall Foundation are based on rough-hewn piles of stone or cairns, which indicates a desire for permanence. Salvaging the plaque and removing it from its original context would be no better than wholesale destruction of the monument itself.
And you wrote this letter.
And I wrote that, yes.
Very good.
Okay.
when was it, built?
It was erected in 1935.
In Stroud Park?
This is either in Strauss Park or Library Park. I'm trying to determine. I was told it had been moved when Library Park was constructed in, I think, 2000.
That's what we were told too.
That's true.
Yeah,
We were
okay.
told it wasn't
Yeah.
historic. I know the plaque is, but we were
Yeah.
told the monument wasn't.
The monument dates to 1935. It's part and parcel the same thing. It's unfortunate that they phrase it as tablet, which makes people focus just on the bronze plaque itself.
Is it still considered historic even though it was removed?
Oh, yes,
and
oh,
rebuilt?
yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and, you know, for an example, there are many homes that have been moved around Georgetown over the years. They're still historic structures, they just may not be in context. I think the monument is definitely historic, and it appears that it's out of context by having been moved to Strauss Park.
Okay. I'm just,
But my concern is not where it sits as much as its survival.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay,
All right, any other questions or comments?
no, appreciate that.
Okay, thank you very much for your time tonight.
Thank you for your time.
So let's skip over to Stroud Park and just go to Kevin.
Hello, so, I reinstalled the Tom Bedford sign down the Lake Trail,
Oh, awesome.
so I put that up just, just east of that house.
Yeah,
Okay.
So I just put it up on that other side of the house, and they were fine with it there. Yeah, and then I took down the skating rink, put all that crap away.
That's not the case. No.
The basketball court, I cleaned that all up and put a new trash can there. I don't have a Bear-proof trash can for that. I use one of the old ones that used to be on Sixth Street. Seems to be all right.
yeah.
There is some graffiti out there I need to attend to.
Where is it? On the basketball court?
Yeah, a bunch of big black paintings out there.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I know.
I'll attend to that next week. And I'm still working on the parking lot blocks. So the parking lots around the lake, we never did bring in, road base to fix them. They're really, really bad.
My truck rider that was that?
That's just all still,
It's like,
Will that not work?
no, we're gonna need road base for it to pack in there.
yeah. it doesn't-
Would-
That's more like sand down there.
Would crusher pines wouldn't work?
Yeah, that's more expensive than road base, so.
Maybe,
you know,
might be just now.
That's a lot of pressure pines.
It is,
I do need to get some pressure pines for the lake trail as well.
for the lake trail,
Mhm. So I was thinking, just stuff like we just do one or two parking lots at a time.
crusher pines are what we put on the city park. Walkways, and I think, did you put some on the,
The lake trail, I did it when I first started working here.
yeah, did you do that on Rickety Split too? Behind
No,
the
I
bus?
put a culvert there.
Oh, okay,
You remember how you could jog down and have to,
So you're planning on regrading the area where that washed out?
then regrade that and fix that back.
We did.
No, I need to,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I haven't walked in a while.
yeah, it needs some work over
They're
there.
crazy full.
And there's still some down trees over there.
so what do you have 3 parking lots at the lake? that-
Yeah, so we had got a quote on some road base for the lake last year, and it was at 5,000 for all the parking lots. I mean, I don't know what it is now.
Yeah,
Do we, I guess I can get a new quote, but, even
what's
if
your
you-
preference? Do you want pressure pines or do you want road base?
probably road base for a parking lot,
Yeah,
yeah. So would you like me to get some quotes on that? Or
Okay.
should we just,
I'll get you a quote too.
okay, if you could do that.
I think, and then, this is crazy, but you don't happen to have like a square footage amount on those
No.
lots, do you?
Scooter has all the notes that we had taken, let me get with him.
Yeah, I mean, if I
I'll get
just
back
had
to
an
you.
idea that, hey, it would take 8 dump trucks to do this parking lot and 12 to do this parking lot, if I knew that
Yeah, we could
number.
figure that out.
Yeah, if I had that, I could definitely get us.
Two of the parking lots are worse than the others.
The which
The
one?
worst one is down there at the Fitzroy area.
Oh, at the beauty station.
Yeah, that Union Center, both of the little parking lots are pretty bad.
Okay, yeah, okay.
They're really bad,
So you would want to do that one first?
yes. So we, I don't know, like 4 or 5 dump trucks just to start with there.
Okay,
Something like that. And then. Seeing here on the trees, the budget on the trees is at 10,000 for the year, is that including the spraying and everything like that? Is that the budget for that?
yeah, you gave me an update of what the cost was to feed and spray, is that right?
Yeah, and I've got another quote that I've not signed yet, but it's to remove or do something to some other trees that's around road, I think it's Rose and 9th or 10th, somewhere around there. It's marked right now. They came out and marked, they cored them
Yeah,
and basically said they need to be removed.
so is that a Parks and Rec expense or a Public Works expense?
Pardon me.
Do you know if
Is
it's
it?
not a park?
Let me confirm.
That's
Wait, I'm like,
It's on the road right away, so I do know that.
yeah, because I saw the ones by your house are gone. That one scared me.
Yeah, that one's.
That one was really scary.
Yeah, that one was.
Both of them, 2 on the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you had something about the drain pan.
Oh, at Whirling, yeah, you know how, well, first of all, people think you are a superstar because of what you did to sustain that ice strength this year by adding that berm.
Mhm.
And then you smoothed it out all pretty and everybody's so happy. And, people, the only comments I got this past weekend were asking just to put some more dirt. And I don't know if the lake is still giving away all that dirt for free. To just raise up that section where you come in through the double entry. Because it's kind of a pool there now.
It's like a pond.
Yeah, it's nothing that you've done, it's just the natural slope of the land.
Oh.
You put the
okay.
flagstone steps there. Which, hey, do we have any flagstone laying around?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what Jenny O'Malley is, tons of it.
Well, some people asked if, we could do flagstone just at the double entry right there. Instead of the pea gravel or whatever, I mean, I'm not a flagstone guru, but, I'm guessing some.
just that entrance right there.
Yeah, but I didn't know if we could steal some of that dirt from the lake and just build that,
The dirt from the lake.
yeah, at the, development. I heard he wants to get rid of all that dirt if anybody wants it, so.
I can call and ask him. I'm sure he'll get it.
Yeah, I just thought, have a dump truck and we could level that out right there so it doesn't turn into a small pond at the entrance to the dog park. I'm just,
Muddy.
I get cornered when I go out there. Sometimes I try not to go out there when there's people there because you
So do I.
you get a to-do list, man. It's like, holy crap. But, I don't know. I just thought, don't have a dump truck.
Yeah. We have a dump truck.
Okay. You got that sweetie pie tractor.
I'll do it.
Yeah. No, I really appreciate it, Kevin. Thank
And
you.
that's it for me.
I want to add a couple things. So I had asked Craig Abrahamson to submit a drawing to me to redesign the parking lot that's by the lake closest to Cabin Creek.
Nice.
So I asked him because people park in there however they want.
Yes.
It's not planned
It is.
and
Crazy.
it's driving me crazy. So I went down there yesterday and was looking at the bridge approaches that we just got done. And we're gonna put some riprap rock behind that, so it looks aesthetically better, build it up some with the derby and rocks that we have. But then I was sitting there looking at that, and it was driving me crazy of how people were parking there.
Yeah,
So I asked him to give me a drawing, engineered drawing, that I'm gonna bring to you guys.
Awesome.
So that we can redesign that and get double the parking in there. So we can have two parking areas. And then and like a middle aisle where people pull in. And so I'm gonna bring that to you hopefully next. And then we'll take it to the business promotions, just to make sure everyone is good with that. And then bring some gravel or road base in there to make it look nice. So
Yeah.
I think I'd like that one done first before we do the other lots. And we may want to consider redoing those other lots too, to maximize
Yeah.
more parking there too. Because right now, they're kind of narrow, and it seems like if we redesign them, we may be able to have double the parking in those too. So,
you guys remember in our master plan, we did the revenue study of parking revenue that could be generated at the lake. If we did $5 a car, $5 a car. Yeah, and it was well over $100,000
yeah,
that we could generate revenue. And the other piece that I brought up was that the train gets rid of all those railroad ties. And I don't know, are they a pain in the butt to deal with? I'm just thinking to delineate parking spaces.
yeah, it could be,
We did it at Floyd Hill when we were on trails.
Yeah, did it stay in place and,
yeah, that could be a good idea. I just need to find out, environmentally close to the water, will that have a seepage or impact? So I just need to make sure that's okay.
yeah,
But I also want to say this, I've been thinking a lot, okay? And it's dangerous when I start thinking.
yeah,
But last week I was at a conference to get away to rethink, and it's a city manager's conference.
yeah,
Brian was there too, city county manager's name.
yeah,
In the conference. But anyways, I was thinking about the whole paid parking, and I talked to John Kane about it, and I even met with the group that actually designed and maintains their parking lot. So I will continue to research that,
Yeah.
okay?
that's-
However, I'm trying to think of other things too, not just the parking plan. But what if, and I know, I don't wanna hear your negative answers right now, I'm just presenting ideas, that's all that I'm just doing is presenting ideas to bring something back at another date. But
Absolutely not.
But I've been thinking of, if we don't do a parking plan, okay? So how do we use the lake as a better asset?
Mhm,
So it's scratching our mind of why we don't
right,
for all seasons, not just
right.
summer. But anyways, I'm gonna throw in a couple ideas and I don't hear your comments right now, but the possibility of doing a RV park.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So RV parks generate a ton of money.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's some good ways to do it.
Yep.
I will spend the time to research it and bring it back, but it could be an alternative. Only a certain area as a test pilot to see how we do, and it could be expanded, but, we had one in Brush and it did phenomenal. And so it worked great, and so anyways, I started thinking, Georgetown would be a great destination, people would flock to come to our lake
Mhm.
and hotels and everything else, and it's a reason to come, it's a destination.
You see how many people are parking at the visitor center every night?
I know.
Truck trailers,
I know.
yeah, so.
So, but that's another one was a type of an event space
Uh-huh.
where we create like a lake house at Georgetown, where it's a place, a venue where people can rent out. We would have revenue that could go towards parks or other things that we, we don't have money, we want money, so it would probably bring a lot more money than any parking plan that we ever did.
Mhm.
An RV park in an event center, small, but we don't have one associated with the microtel. This would be huge. Those are two options. Creating more hockey opportunities for the winter, creating a cross-country track around our lake during the winter. So where people would do cross-country skiing, and we could design it that way. So those are thoughts I have. I've been wanting to tell you, but I've missed the last couple of meetings, but I'm like, I'm gonna tell it because I'm gonna start
Yes.
working and actually bringing a plan and let you guys look at it. And then you can shoot it down.
No, that's great. I love
The Lake House has the same thing and they do a lot of events there.
That's what
Just a little bit of history. When I was on the rector's report, we looked at buying the log cabin on the lake. To do that the Evergreen Lake, concept.
Yes,
And doing weddings or private parties or whatever, and
Concerts.
yeah, I mean, it just would have been really cool, so I love that idea, and I'm not disappointed at all. The other RV location we were looking at was Beacon Park. Because it's CDOT right of way, so we can't really build anything there. But it's the one spot there that all the tractor trailers, when they mistakenly turn into town, that's where they turn around and come back out. So we know there's enough right of way there
Yeah.
to do a pull through and just have your nose face up, and
Yeah, and then the other location was that 5 acre site that Kurt Sukup is not gonna develop that wants to get to the town.
yeah,
That could also be a place.
That'd be cool, venue
Yeah.
for a conference.
Yes, and
Yeah.
concerts too. So Kurt and I are supposed to meet June to discuss that, of what that could be. The problem right now is he's gonna probably use up the rest or almost all the rest of his water and EQRs that he purchased from the county. And so there's really nothing, he's gonna have to do that, or the town would have to do that, work something out with the county. But that one's something that we'll have to bring back. I've already mentioned the Brian Bossart and he is interested in talking about it, so. But anyways, those are some thoughts.
Those are great ideas.
Yeah.
I don't see anything negative about it at
no,
all.
not at all, Bob, I saw you hitting the end up.
Yeah, I just had a question. Are you talking the parking lot that is on the opposite side of the street from the Cabin Creek? Or are you talking the Cabin Creek parking lot?
I'm talking about the opposite side.
Okay,
The,
because Cabin Creek, pretty sure when we approved all the drawings for that, they were supposed to go ahead and pave that, do all the, basically make it look like a nice parking lot like the hotel. And I don't think they made it yet.
The
So I
lot
mean, that's,
across the street, or?
no. Their lot,
Oh,
So I mean, if that's an issue, you know, the town ought to go back and say, hey, you know, you're on the hook for finishing this. It's the same issue we have with everybody that develops in town. Is they said they come in with wonderful landscape plans and it never happens. And we need to start. Yeah, I've got my DRC hat, we need to start somehow.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
All right, thanks.
So,
All right, Bob, we'll get.
Yeah, I mainly came to answer questions and the last month has been pretty busy and I met with virtually all the key stakeholders about the next phase of Strauss Park. And it's documented in a scope development record, which, you know, kind of evolved over the month as I met with the different groups. And it's intended to capture the consensus from all those meetings. And it serves as the basis for putting the RFP together to go out and, you know, get prices to do the work. So that it's all in here. The issue with the monument, you guys brought that up first, you know, to get rid of it. That was what was in the DHM plan originally, that they called just.
Well, we
were
were told it was not historic.
Right, and I mean, I didn't know it was historic either, and I thank Kevin for, it came up at the next meeting I had with business promotions. Craig Abrahams brought it up because he was very involved in relocating it from Library Park to where it is now. And my understanding is they literally moved it the way it is. I mean, large stock.
Picked it up and moved it.
Yeah, they picked it up and moved it. It was quite a feat. So I brought that up. Kevin wrote the letter that's included in the record packet
I
here.
read that tonight.
And I brought that up with DRC. DRC Cindy was aware that it had some historical significance and hadn't realized that it was intended to just move the plaque to the folder. So DRC was very much thumbs down on getting doing away with the monument. And then I did bring it up to the Board of Selectmen and they concurred that we ought to keep the monument. So
Yeah, it has historic.
it has historic value, so it needs to stay.
I know, I want that.
well, yeah, which is here, where we're gonna put the stone planters, and I'll tell you why. This, where it is right now, is the only width access in and out of that park. You know, because we're gonna have this fence thing around it, and so like Kevin has to back a tree.
I'd be curious if we did,
Having to get this,
but if we dug down around it, is it just on a concrete footer? Can we actually
it is in the middle of it.
shift it to another spot?
Yes,
That, the foundation that it's on extends underneath the building we just built.
Oh,
We discovered that when we dug the trench for putting in the stem wall.
it's with concrete, I guess.
It's, I don't know where it goes otherwise, but it's
yeah,
huge.
yeah.
There's a lot, so
I'd just be curious how if they're able to pick it up and move it, then it should be mobile. If they didn't.
it's sitting on a big concrete piece that comes up the ground. There is a geodesic monument embedded in the concrete. And it's got a number and all that stuff. I think Kevin referenced it in his memo, and it is still there. Interesting, it doesn't have an elevation on it. It has a plate for it, but the elevation is not inscribed on it. It'll fit. I mean, well, you can see it. It's there.
It's just in a bad spot.
Yeah.
In terms of access, Kevin can get his green machine from the parking lot into the plaza area. Yep. And
What about a trailer behind a truck?
no, for what?
In case people have to unload things that they wanna sell at the park, or, I mean, it just makes it easier. Too bad on the monument, I mean, come on, why can't it move like 6 feet behind us?
Right, you took the monument out, You would not be able to drive something into that, can't get around the corner of the tree.
Well, you don't wanna drive it,
Yeah.
if we put grass in.
But just backing it up to there so people can unload stuff to sell at
They
the.
can back it right up to the passageway.
We're gonna do Sunset Flagstone there, so you can't be driving on it,
Right.
Maybe a little bit back there, that's it.
Yeah,
And then we're not gonna do flagstone through the passageway, we're gonna do concrete for exactly that reason, so that it's concrete from the, golden curb. And we may wanna go ahead and put a curb cutter, something, you can go to get over the curb with that.
It goes over here.
So.
I thought it was big historic stuff.
I don't hate historic stuff, but I see that as an important access into the park. Not just for Kevin's Green Machine, but for anybody else who's unloading things they want to sell, whatever band wants to unload. I realize you got this tiny little cart,
Well,
know,
it's a
walkway right
big money,
there.
it's a lot of space.
it does, and that, I think it would be just as beautiful right there.
Park on Sixth
Yeah.
Street,
Is that on the back?
Yeah.
park on Sixth Street, you're gonna access.
I thought it was just.
But it's not just the plaque, it's,
The fence is gone,
I think it's the monument itself.
the fence is not there, so you've got access. But you'll have better access from Sixth Street than you do now. You'll have better access.
On that, can we actually research and see when that was built in Library Park and when was it moved?
It was moved in Library Park in the early 2000s, and they picked it, it was sitting at Library Park since the early 90s.
Just nineties or?
Well, since I moved here in the early
This
90s.
year was
and
moved
it's
to Library
been-
Park in 1930s.
Yeah, I don't know about that piece, but they picked it up and moved it because Library Park wanted to have an open space with tables and chairs on stage.
Which is what we want to do as
They
well
did.
for.
That's right. Like, why did we gotta pay it?
I suggest you go walk it, because
I have walked to
you don't have access there.
No.
You really don't have access there.
It's not very wide.
You can't get a view.
No.
It would still be nice for the flow of stuff, if we did, where the planner was, and the planner around it. Be kind of sweet.
It's like the research, if we could shift it, I would keep it, but if
We moved it 20 years ago.
if it's sitting on a concrete thing, that's not on a concrete thing, you just grab it.
Library. and-
Yeah.
I don't know between the library and the community center.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
There's
would
also-
treat that as a separate project.
there's also that space behind the walls that come off of the library stage. That's right behind that little stone wall that people sit on and watch concerts. It's right there.
If you were just,
Well, there's plans to do stuff with the library too.
if you were, I'm chucking the dirt around the base and see what's actually sitting on
Oh,
it.
you can see, you don't need to do the dirt, I mean, it's sitting on a big concrete.
Well, I know that, but
Yeah.
that concrete, how far is that concrete down? Both the way down.
Oh, it's probably down at least, I'm thinking it goes more across.
I don't know how they would pick that up and move it, that wouldn't make any sense.
Well, what they did is they moved it from Library Park, is what I'm guessing, they poured a foundation for it. And
But is it just sitting on the foundation? I don't think it,
yeah, I think you're right, it's sitting on a
if it's
foundation.
sitting on it, means it still can be moved. Or slid, even dragged. So
Yeah,
it can, but I'd like to explore the option. Since we're gonna keep it.
So Bob, was there pushback about moving it
Make it.
or just not making sure they?
No, there's something moving it.
Okay.
Just a big stone.
that's what I got from Kevin too. It wasn't so much where it sits, that it was set on the survival. And I'm fine with it. I just want it in different. Yeah.
It was probably put there, just because it was the easiest place to put it.
Yes. I remember, yeah,
Yeah, I talked to Craig Anderson, should be able to provide some details on
I'll ask him.
exactly what's there, and I would treat it as a separate project, because we're gonna be challenged on funding on this. You got our grant yet, Beth?
yeah, it's not due yet.
So can I ask a question since we're talking about this right now? I know that there's supposed to be some type of garden back here, right? On the
Well,
back
we put
side.
that, stone wall back there.
Well, yeah, it's only be like a foot high, just to keep
Yeah,
the plant material and off the sidewalk.
Okay, so, but if that is a possibility of the place, we would have to make sure that that's not done, then we don't prepare it out, then move this over there. You know, or concrete or sidewalk, wherever that's gonna go on, that it would not infringe on that.
Well, we've got, I know there is a telephone line that runs right along the backside of the shed. You know, it's right against the wall. The electric and gas underground that we put in, I think it's further out. I think it's about maybe 20 feet out from. But, you know, we'll get that, they'll locate that again when we get ready to do anything.
Yeah, okay.
And the water and sewer line is probably the same area.
How deep is that?
Well, it's down, water and sewer line are down, probably 4.5, 5 feet. And the electric and gas are down a couple.
Yeah, just put it in the corner.
Well, maybe right after this meeting, we all walk down there.
Good idea. I got a
Yep.
shovel.
So,
I know where you're going.
Bring my trucks and straps and the shovels and then.
I mean, I would like the idea when that space was open, so I'm with you.
I'm not, you just, even if it was just like. If you could go to just the corner, very corner of the whole park, then at least it's. I don't know. We'll look at
And
it.
we were thinking of putting the ore bucket inside the planter back there.
Yeah.
The suggestion, the planter, we have room to put a 10-foot deep, you know, between the sidewalk and the back wall is about 10 feet. The thoughts are that's pretty big, but if you put the ore bucket there, I mean, that's a big ore bucket, so, I mean, it's space we can do something with.
Okay.
You know, that'll be the next phase.
Put monument there and sit my flowers that are just.
Yeah.
That was it was.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and move right to the porta potty at. The tennis court, pickleball court,
And if you're happy with this, I would recommend just attach it to your minutes, then you know you've got a record that it's filed away with all your stuff.
okay. I'll have to review it.
And if you guys have questions, though, you know, you can always contact me, I'd be happy to come to any meetings you have, and if you like, I'm gonna start, when I do a monthly report. And I'm gonna start making sure that gets copied to all the commissions as well.
Thank you. Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob. So Mary, put a request in for a porta potty over at the tennis courts. Good job, Bob.
You wanna do the demolition on it?
Yeah.
Let's see you tomorrow.
Is that something we should do?
We used
They were
to,
good.
I thought there was one there now.
yeah, we used to have one there every summer.
How do we go about getting one there? And do we have to vote on it to do it? I think we just do it.
We have a contract, who do we have a contract
Timberline.
for
Timberland, yeah.
the Timberline? So we could just ask them. for that.
Mary would have to order it.
Okay.
For, well, do they have to have two?
It was good for.
I was letting Mary know.
If they don't for you, now, it's not your job.
No.
Tell me where the location again is.
Over by the, it'd probably be on,
The basketball court. We used to put it on Main at the
Oh,
top,
okay.
but do you wanna put it down lower by the school?
Why a tennis court?
Yeah.
I can get that truck up that little hill.
Yeah,
Right there, and we'll do it. Okay.
yeah, that's awesome.
all right.
Okay.
We'll tell Mary on Monday.
Nice.
She's gonna love it, cause that's.
I know.
I don't know if we have anything on Greenway bike, park bike track.
Yeah, he sounds like-
No, I haven't.
Okay,
On that for now.
park survey,
The RFP's out.
Okay.
RFP's out.
Have you got any calls or anything about either of them? No. I think, it went in the paper yesterday. And I don't know when it went on the website. You think it was like last week or something, when I sent it over. So it's out there, it's open for a couple weeks and then, and doing the park surveys of, like, Meadows, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just, I don't know where they are in the process, so. Hopefully, people are looking at them, most companies, most consultants have crawler software. So I don't know if you guys use this at your place, but, it sort of searches the web and looks for RFPs. And it searches under keywords like survey or, carpentry or plumbing. And as it finds them, then those companies really take a look at the RFP and see if it's something they want to bid on. So we are, kind of banking on, hopefully the people with the good software are gonna see us and send some bids.
Thanks, awesome. Foster's Place improvements.
Same.
Okay. And I see flowers on there, so every year we
Yeah.
are involved. I don't know if they were ordered,
Flowers all over
get it till Memorial Day or the week before or something?
Yeah.
A week after.
the week after.
Yes.
It's so.
Or the frost, the frost.
Get crazy every time.
We
Yeah.
get it a week before, that's why I don't think.
They checked me out because I said, do not deliver it, we're not.
Yes.
Because they're just gonna die.
Well, I did talk to the lady at Brown last month, and it is on the schedule to bring a week after.
Okay. Then town cleanup day coming up.
Second Saturday in June. You can't see it up there to see what the date is.
Second Saturday in June.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, yes.
and, right? Yeah. And, as you guys know, those dumpsters start filling Friday night, it's tough. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Y'all know.
Well, we used to do something, it was we go to a race, and it was the first weekend of June all the time. And since COVID, they moved it to the second week in June, like 2 years ago.
Well, if you're gonna be hosting it in any capacity, there's two areas I've noticed that are just terrible right now. One is if you're going on the ramp,
Yep,
going going east, it's terrible. I
yeah,
mean, it's so much trash. And then down by the lake near Cabin Creek, there's just tons of
oh,
trash.
really, yeah.
And I don't know if that's technically Cabin Creek and the Microtel's responsibility, but there's just a lot of trash on it.
I don't know, I think we do the ramp, because
We have it
Traffic.
before, state patrol used to not let us do it because,
well, we would need vests and
yes.
all that
and
stuff
you gotta
to do
have
the
the-
highway, that's why we typically don't do the ramp.
But it's bad.
Yeah,
It looks bad for,
Do you have any inmates that need to get out of release, or we town jail?
we have to pay for, the, oversight officer. So you have to pay it's like $100 an hour. You gotta pay him to stand there and make sure they don't run away. For that. Yeah, right, I know. This is my life, I'm like.
We used to have it's coming, we should have we're on the list though, we used to have a to-do list.
Oh, I have it. I just didn't bring it with,
Can you send it up to us?
yes.
I'll try to do something, even though I can't do that. Maybe I can help out first thing in the morning.
To-do list, yes, because I think you and I were getting there like at 7 a.m. and people were already pulling in.
Oh,
so-
we'll pull it at 6.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing how the other gets right away, we need to get some more. Wish we had some more barriers we could put up and really try to close it off, but.
Yeah, we're pretty good last year. Pretty good.
Yeah,
They got a dumpster.
What we used last year, because it went a lot better, because
We did Timberline,
Timberline.
yeah.
and the dumpsters were gone, and then.
Yeah, they were down.
They came along.
By the time we was on, people would dump.
Yeah.
It's game. So they just stayed sat there for over a week, where last
Royal.
year, it was, yeah, after they were gone.
yeah.
No,
So
That's good.
I'm good with whoever Kevin has faith in.
Timberline.
Timberline, okay.
Okay. Do I need to call him Kevin
They
or?
were
do you-
gone.
I get Scott to do it.
And
Really?
do it, because we didn't have much
I know, it seemed like the turnout was low,
Yeah,
because I remember expecting more, and it was like, there wasn't any, not much.
Well, the Jeep people didn't come, I know that.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be coming this year, or, my gang, or our gang, yeah.
They did promote it once every.
But this one's a little, is anybody involved in that group?
oh, no,
Okay.
I'm not involved in that.
Well, what is it?
Well, I mean, it seems to me that they are interested in doing it if conditional, that they get a discount on the rate that we give them. So I just increased the fee from 300 to 450, and they wanted a discount.
Well, why do we,
Because they haven't come last 2 years.
why don't we just, why don't we,
My thought is this, if they show, but listen, you can take this back.
why don't we
If
make,
they show up this time, then it shows to me that they're gonna do it, and then next year, I'm willing to give them a discount.
see, I would say the discount is saying you're allowed to keep the raise there, otherwise we're not gonna do, not gonna.
So what date is it that the dumpsters need?
Nobody else that does anything, it's like.
June
At
second?
all.
tenth is the.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm willing to say,
Well, it's not just them, it's any group that.
correct.
I think, oh, it's not just that, I think it's. Really, then you're not
The most notable one.
But if you can take it back, if you can take it back to Donnie Pryor and say, I spoke to the town administrator, I'm not gonna do a discount this year, I don't want that to be rewarding something that it feels kind of like, if you do this, well, no, no. But if you come, I'm willing to next year consider doing that, because
Yeah.
Can we make a sign somewhere? And just say we do, every year is, make a nice sign, but every year, second week of June, we do town cleanup day. We use the lake to come fish and enjoy ourselves, we appreciate it, you came up and helped.
Yeah,
Just
we
help us
talked
maybe
about
permit.
doing a
Yeah,
banner.
permit sign.
We talked about doing a banner.
here's the problem though, the Business Promotion Commission is wanting to redo all signage so that they're all consistent, they don't want some hodgepodge sign anymore.
Well, let's do it then.
Well, what if
So-
we just do a temporary banner?
So, but what I'm saying is maybe communicate that to them so that they can add it to one of their signs, so it's already there. And then we want to create another sign, because they're gonna be putting signs down there. And maybe highlight it, at second Saturday of June, or if it's a banner that can be posted up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because a couple of years ago, one of you guys said, let's put a banner at the roundabout as you pull into town. So as residents are coming home, they see it, cleanup day, second Saturday in June,
Yeah.
I don't know, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's not too bad, you could put it up even 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
Town cleanup day, volunteers welcome.
Mhm.
Maybe you'll-
But I think that's a great idea, it's probably gonna be, more people will show up if we could put that around the roundabout somehow, but make it so you can read it.
Right.
Because some people put banners in there and I can't read any of them.
Well, it's too bad.
Well, I know, but the letters are too small that you can't read, so.
Can I send you a draft?
Uh-huh.
And then if we want to order it, I'll be happy to go down to Denver and pick it up. I just,
I'm down all the time too, so.
Oh, there you go.
I can get it anytime.
I think it's a great idea.
okay,
Just let me know where or when. I can pick it up.
all right. Yeah, that would be, I think we should do it.
It would be cool, whatever the sign program is, it'd be cool to have a permanent sign on the.
Yes,
Like
I
Saturday.
totally agree. That'd be awesome. Permission to do that. Do you have, Kevin, do you have a way to attach that banner in the roundabout somewhere so people can see it?
Or
Or,
put them like some T-posts in here. We
Is
can,
that-
we can do it.
okay. I just didn't want it to be a pain in the butt
No,
for
that's
you.
no problem.
Okay,
It would be cool, because you don't always hear about it.
yeah,
You see it.
I want to get another request, I think I sent it to Kevin, but not sure how long ago it was, but I've had several people ask in emails or else they called and left a message, but Bighorn Crossing Apartments and Creek House Apartments, people have both called and said, there's a lot of dogs in that area, and we would like to have a dog, bag station put over there, because
Oh, yeah.
there's poop everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's kind of town-owned area behind it, and wanted to see, I don't know if that's something.
Well, you did mention that to me. I could put some poop bags up there, but I don't have any more trash cans.
Do we need to order some?
We need to order some, at
Okay,
least 2 of them.
okay,
So, I mean,
I'm cool with that.
I don't have any trash cans. but-
Are you guys okay with that? I mean, I,
Yeah, that's, I always need more trips.
So you
I know
can
you
order
have
some-
some. I know you
order
have.
from the corrections people,
I don't know where you guys ordered them from.
I thought
Mary,
you
Mary should know.
Mary can order.
Yeah,
Trash can, for people use the bag and put the bag in.
How many should?
Alright.
Two?
Last forever.
Well, I need one for basketball court too,
So.
Yeah.
or 4 for backup.
Four,
I
go.
feel bad for you.
No,
Short.
4 bear proof.
Be a
Trash.
trash and gear helper.
I know.
Four there for a trash can?
Yeah.
And
I
then
have the
go-
boot, I have the boot things. I have the boot
Okay.
bag container things,
So, bigger proof,
Yeah,
trash cans.
I'm sure she's gonna be excited about ordering that.
Yeah, they're like $700 a piece.
yeah.
If you can put it there, people will come.
I know.
All right,
Well,
walk down to the beer.
what do you know with the shop?
Yeah, that's what he needs.
Oh.
He wants to go there to get a beer. On ours. But I need you to learn the what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Did you send?
Oh, mom, but, well, and it's. Because I said, because you told me you like send them to Jen, because I'm at Glen Springs.
Yeah.
And so they did, and I said, hey, do you guys have your IT people put it out on our?
No, Jen can do that.
Oh,
She can
Okay.
put it.
I
All-
didn't
All
know.
this is a link there.
yeah, so,
You just title it and you put the link to get the RFP.
yeah, it's just, it's not on our site, so I'm just worried.
Okay, I'm glad to tell you.
All right, and then Beth, you're gonna send list
Clean up
out.
thing.
The list, okay.
Yes, sir.
Anything else from anybody?
Well, this is a good meeting.
Yes.
Haven't seen you here.
So, because you have more information about stuff, so it's really good. But,
No, I like coming here. It's hard for me to come
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Because I can't do it all.
you work on
I
that
mean,
in hours.
So, I just posted my, if you know anybody or, if y'all know anybody that is interested